Hello everyone, I am Sneha Kushwaha, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Rama University, Kanpur. Today we are going to discuss about benzene. So let's start with the structure. In 1825, Michael Faraday, a scientist, isolated benzene and determined the carbon-hydrogen ratio as 1:1. So if we see the structure of benzene, there are 6 carbons and 6 hydrogens are attached to each carbon. In 1834, Erhard Meitcherik synthesized and determined the molecular formula of benzene as C6H6 and he named this compound as benzene. In 1865, a German chemist, August Kekulé, stated the hexagonal structure of benzene with 6 carbon atoms which were joined by double and single bonds alternately and with a hydrogen atom attached to each carbon atom. Now, August Kekulé gave the Kekulé structure. Once in his dream, he saw a snake biting its own tail. From there, he got the concept of the cyclic structure of benzene. So, he stated that benzene is a cyclic hydrocarbon and all the carbons and hydrogens are equivalent. So, in the Kekulé structure, benzene is a cyclic hydrocarbon as well as all the carbons and hydrogens are equivalent. So these are the Kekulé structures. There are various representations of the benzene structure. In the first, we are having all the 6 carbon atoms with the double and single bonds alternatively and all the hydrogen atoms attached to the carbon atoms. In the next, the carbon atoms are hidden and the whole structure is same. In the third, all the atoms are hidden and only the bonds are being shown. And in the fourth structure, only a ring is being shown representing the 6 pi electrons, which we will be discussing it later. So these 4 are the benzene's Kekulé structure. Now let's discuss the molecular orbital structure of benzene. The carbon skeleton of benzene forms a regular hexagon and the angles or we can say the bond angles are 120 degree, whether it is a carbon-carbon-carbon bond and hydrogen-carbon or carbon bond. So in the structure we can clearly see this is carbon, carbon and carbon. So the bond formed here is 120 degree. If you see the hydrogen-carbon-carbon bond, it is also 120 degree. So all the bonds in the benzene ring is of 120 degree. If we talk about the bond length, carbon-carbon bonds are identical and has a bond length of 1.39 angstrom, which is shorter than a single bond and larger than a double bond. So if we talk about the single bond, which is between the sp3 hybrid carbons, it is 1.54 angstrom, which is larger than a carbon-carbon bond in the benzene ring. And if we talk about the double bond, which is between the sp2 hybridized carbons, which is 1.33 angstrom, it is shorter than the carbon-carbon bonds in the benzene ring. Now, benzene is a flat molecule. All the atoms, that is the carbon and the hydrogens, lie in the same plane. So, in the structure, we can clearly see that all the carbons and the hydrogens are in the same plane. Next, carbons in the benzene ring are sp2 hybridized, or we can say that for bonding, carbon uses sp2 hybrid orbitals. So, let's see the electronic configuration of carbon. So carbon has a total of 6 electrons. So if we see the electronic configuration in the first energy level, that is the 1s, there are 2 electrons. In the second energy level, there are again 2 electrons, and in the third 2p, there are only 2 electrons. The third orbital is vacant. There is 1 electron in the 2px, there is 1 electron in 2py, but the 2pz orbital is vacant. So this is the ground state of carbon. So in the structure, we can clearly see this distribution of electrons. So there are 2 electrons in the 1s, then 2 electrons in the 2s orbital, and only 2 electrons in the 2p orbital, that is 2px and 2py, and 2pz orbital is vacant. So let's see the energy level diagram. In the energy level diagram, these are the energy levels. 1s is the lowest energy level, then 2s is the higher one, and 2p is the again more higher energy level. So in 1s there are 2 electrons, in 2s again there are 2 electrons, and in 2p there are three orbitals, but there are only two electrons. So when we talk about carbon and its hybridization in the benzene ring, first of all, there occurs excitation of electrons. So one electron from the 2s orbital jumps and occupies the 2pz orbital. So there are total of 4 unpaired electrons. If we see the ground state, there are only 2 unpaired electrons. So here are 4 unpaired electrons. So when the hybridization occurs, so one 2s orbital and the 2p orbitals combine and share their energies and then contain equal amount of energy. So this is known as hybridization. So this is a sp2 hybridization. That means one s and 2p orbitals combine and the 2pz orbital remains untouched. It remains unhybridized. So if we see the energy level diagram, in 1s there are 2 electrons as shown in the electron configuration. Then in the sp2 hybrid orbital, there are 3 electrons because here these orbitals combine and share their energies, equivalent energy. And in the 2pz, there is only 1 electron which is unhybridized. So in the last figure, we can clearly see the carbon atom in the hybridized state. There are 2 electrons in the 1s orbital. These are the 2 electrons. Then in the sp2 hybrid orbital, there are 3 electrons. So these are the 3 electrons. This is the first one, this is second, and this is the third. And last, there is a 2pz orbital, and there is a electron which is this is an unhybridized p orbital. So there is an electron here. Next, this is the molecular orbital structure of benzene. In this, we can clearly see that there are 6 carbons. These are the 6 carbons. And there is a sigma bond between each carbon-carbon. Then, this sigma bond is formed by the overlapping of the sp2 hybrid orbital of one carbon with the sp2 hybrid orbital of the other carbon. Then, we can see there is also another sigma bond between carbon and hydrogen by the overlap of the sp2 hybrid orbital of the carbon and one s orbital of hydrogen. So this is the molecular orbital structure of benzene. As I told earlier, each carbon has a single unhybridized 2p orbital and it contains 1 electron. So here it is shown over here. This is this colorful balloons, this pink and blue one. This is the unhybridized p orbital which is contained 1 electron. Then this 2p orbital is perpendicular to the plane of the benzene ring and it forms a pi cloud. So all the carbons contains 6 unhybridized p orbitals and all the orbitals contain 1 electron. So all these orbitals make a pi cloud in the ring. So the electron density of the pi system of a benzene ring lies in 1 torus. So we can say this is another representation of benzene. So this is pink colored ring is 1 torus and this blue colored ring is another torus. So we can say that electron density lies in 1 torus above the ring and in the another torus below the plane of the ring. Next, this is the conclusion of how we can represent the structure of benzene. So first one is the line structure in which all the bonds and all the atoms are being shown. Second is the benzene structure in which the carbon atoms are being hidden. Third one is all the atoms are hidden and only the bonds are being shown. So these are the resonating structures. We will be discussing this in our next video. Then this next one is the structure of benzene, which is showing a circle inside drawn with dots. So this represents the delocalization of the pi bonds. And the last one is the simplest form of benzene. It contains a circle inside. This is the simplest form of benzene. That's all for today. Thank you.